Angela and Amy, and we're just finished the Balmoral Hotel tonight, and I think it's fair to say, Angela, you're a wee bit blown away tonight by the contact.
Yes, completely.
Yeah, and the information came through, it was from your father-in-law. I feel like I have a lovely gentleman in the spirit world, and I know that he's given me the surname and his name, I hope this is right, but he said to me he is Mr. Adair. Right, that's the first thing he's saying, and he's an absolute gentleman. He's a quiet, very reserved. Don't get me wrong, he was a very loving, good family man, very, very good family man, and he would have never believed in this what I'm doing in a million years. There is just no way, and I feel like he wants to almost reach out to his family tonight, and I feel it may be a daughter that I want to be connecting with. So is there someone here, please, can relate to a lovely gentleman with that surname in the description, and there would be his daughter here? Daughter-in-law. Well, that'll do for me, won't it? That'll be okay. So does all of that beginning start with you, okay? Yes? Good stuff. And do you understand where he was quite a private, he was quiet natured. Like, I don't have somebody that was a big character. He was somebody that liked to be very much in the background, and he's the type of man you would only talk to him about, you know, the weather and you know, how's the kids doing, and it wasn't intimate conversation, it wasn't deep, it was very much 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and as long as you're doing okay, and then away again. Does that make sense? Because that's the type of character he is, and he's just saying, I'm still in the Sunday best. He still has his lovely wee suit and all on, so he must have been always a gentleman, was very traditionally dressed.
Shirt and trousers always.
That's what I mean. Very much his wee Sunday best, but he's only watching TV, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm all about. He knew he had hearing problems, but he never went to the doctors and got it sorted out. What do you think? Nobody can hear you?
Yeah.
Good.
She's a bit emotional.
That's alright. Then you keep on. Is this your wee mummy?
No, it's my neighbour.
Your neighbour? Okay, let's just say that you can help her answer. Alright there, girls. What else about him? He said here that he absolutely loved you. He absolutely loved you. And he was never one of them men to say to individuals, I love you. You know, he was too proud, and it just wasn't his nature. Do you get that, okay? And he wasn't like one of them wee huggy type of men, but in his own way, he was always there for every single person in the family. And I feel like I want to be very respectful of just calling him Mr. Adair. I don't feel like I want to, you know, address him in any other way. Does that relate, alright? What else from him now? Do you know if there was a stage in his life that he would have lived and worked near a train station?
I think so.
But as it's going back, it's not at the time period that you would have known him, as in later in life. What did you come up there now, and what did you say to me?
My husband said him and his dad worked beside in a carpet factory beside a train station.
So they did work beside. So isn't sometimes things confirmed afterwards as well? He's just mentioned just a very simple name of John, by the way. So was there John within his family? His brother, that's right, John. He just said so quietly, he's so quiet, isn't he? And I said, have you got a lovely message for him? He said, I've already told him, I love you. I love you. He says, just tell him all I love him. He says, I went a wee bit quick. In the end, he says, nobody really got to say goodbye to me. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Our husband didn't get to say goodbye to his dad.
Yeah. And he says, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Let them all know that I'm okay. And do you mind if have you got a son in life as well? Because he's just saying, you tell that boy he's got a good head on his shoulders. So will you pass that on? And he showed me that you needed cheered up tonight because you've been a wee bit low recently. And I just know he's been watching out for you, and he's laughing because he's saying he's the last person on that list of people you would have thought would have come through. It's true. Isn't that right? I know you're a bit taken aback here, but you're doing amazing, alright? I'm going to leave you there with Mr. Adair, your father-in-law's love that was looking for, well, he sees you as a daughter. Thanks a million for working with me. Well done. Did you feel that that was him and his evidence of what he was bringing through? Completely.
Absolutely,
The name was very clear to you.
The name was really clear and just his nature, everything.
Absolutely. And if anybody, because I know you said this is your first time in an event like this, if anybody was coming maybe thinking, I would like to go, or I'm a bit sceptical and I wouldn't mind giving it a try, what would you say?
I would say go. I mean, it's not my first time doing something like this, the first time I ever got a reading.
Yes.
And yes, go. I would be sceptical.
But not anymore?
No.
Well, thank you very much, girls, for coming up tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.